Hey guys, I just wanted to record a quick video for you about tire size and gearing, because a lot of you have ignored advice when I've tried to say, you know, when you've changed your tire size, say from a BRP to a Genesis Spike, which is our tallest tire option. The BRP 190 Spike is actually very similar to this, about 195 mil. It makes a huge impact on the gearing of the vehicle. So please, just a bit of proof for you so that you can believe me. So say a BRP Nobby is about 165 millimeters long. So you've got that as a reference. And a Genesis Spike, and the same for the 190 Spike, is about 195 millimeters long. That's the two numbers we're going to use for this test. So I've just done a little formula. I do like my maths, and I will show you the formula just in case anybody wants to check it. So here you've got the gear ratio, you've got the RPM of the engine. I've just picked 17,000, and you've got the tire size. So I'll explain the formula. So you've got C4 and D4, which is the pinion and spur gear. Obviously that's the RPM of the engine. So this little piece of the formula here calculates the speed of the lay shaft in RPM based off the gearing. So as you change the gearing, the formula then will work out the lay shaft speed. You've got the pinion and spur multiplied by the RPM, and then obviously divided by the transmission ratio also here of the Baja. I just picked the Baja as an example. So that's that one. Then you've got to multiply here by A4 is the tire size in millimeters. So that's your BRP, small size BRP, about 165 mil. Obviously times the pi for the rolling radius of the tire. So now we know the lay shaft speed, and we also obviously know the Baja transmission ratio. So now we know the speed of the axle, which is obviously the speed of the wheel in terms of RPM. And then you've got the rolling radius of the tire. So we now know how many millimeters the car is traveling per minute, millimeters per minute. And then finally, this is the conversion factor between millimeters per minute and miles per hour. So that's the formula. Tire size, normal BRP, the motor revving, say at peak 17,000 RPM with a 2846 gear ratio, say for a 71. You're talking of 83 miles an hour if you didn't have drag factors involved. Obviously on grass, you're not going to get that figure because of drag, etc. It's going to pull it off its RPM. But anyway, so say we change to a Genesis Spike or a BRP 190 Spike, which actually measure 195. You've got the huge jump in speed there, 98 miles an hour. So just imagine the extra load that's putting on your motor and your rig to try and, because the gearing, you actually geared it up trying to achieve 98 miles an hour instead of 83. That's a massive difference. So if you just changed your tire size, didn't change your gearing, obviously the performance of the car in terms of acceleration is going to be terrible. You're going to lose all your bottom end. And that's why I've been trying to explain to you, gearing and tire size are absolutely linked. When you change one, you've got to change the other. A couple of people have been just dropping a couple of teeth. I'm going to go down to 26, 48 on the gears. Obviously the formula will calculate back. That's still 87.5 miles an hour. So it's still quicker. The car is trying to gear quicker to go. So if we change it, say to 25, 49, 25, 49, yeah, 82 and a half. So give or take half a mile an hour, now back to the same speed. That's 3 pinion sizes you've had to come down to get the same load on the engine and the same speed of the vehicle, just to compensate for the 30 millimeters in tire size. So hopefully you guys will understand now how important gearing is, and why if you just change the tires and don't change the gearing, you can totally affect the performance of the car. So this has just proved that going from normal BRPs to big BRPs, the 190s or the Genesis size wheels, you're looking at 3 pinion sizes to get the same load on the vehicle, the same top speed.